This is what the turn signals look like on the 2024 and newer Toyota Tacoma. They are pretty dim. They are still incandescent bulbs, so we're going to be switching them over to LEDs. What's up, guys? This is Twan with Running for Tacos. If you have a 2024 and newer Tacoma, you know that pretty much everything on this truck is LEDs now, except for the turn signals here. So today in this video, we are going to be showing two options for replacing those. So we're gonna take those out, show you what they look like, show you your two options and everything in this video. So let's get started. First things first, pop the hood, which is right down here. Now the new Tacomas don't have hood struts either, so you still need to use one of these hood props to keep the hood open. Now I'll make a separate video showing some hood struts option to prop this up if you are somebody who goes under the hood pretty often and messes around and does some modifications in here. On the driver's side, turn signal is right here, so following that it'll be right next to the washer fluid filler neck. So the install for these bulbs are going to be super easy just because everything is super accessible and easy to get to. So like I said, next to the washer fluid filler neck, reach down, you'll feel for this here. It's kind of like an oval shaped. You'll feel for these ridges down under there, and then you'll turn counterclockwise and pull it out. If it is this bulb, which chances are it's going to be, this is the right bulb. It's probably the only old school style incandescent bulb that is in the headlight still, if I'm not mistaken, but we're just gonna pull this out. Then the driver's side is literally exactly the same. Just follow that, it's right beneath this plastic tab. Reach under, turn it counterclockwise, pull it out, same exact bulb, and then just pull it straight up and it'll come out. Here's a little pro tip. Open your door, flip your hazards on. Now to install the new bulbs with the hazards on, grab your bulb, plug it right in. If it doesn't turn on while your hazards are on, pull that right out, flip it 180, and then plug it in. It does matter which way it goes, so that's how you'll know if it's working. So when your hazards are on, you'll be able to see that without going back in and out of the vehicle. Now with that back in, you will install it back into the housing, and you'll find exactly where the bulb kind of goes in by just turning it slowly. Once it does drop in there, twist it clockwise to lock it in place. Now do the same to the driver's side. Again, doesn't work, grab it, 180, there you go. And then back into the housing it goes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this to auto, and then this is just be marker light. So this is your daytime running light. So during the day, when you're just driving around town and there's enough light to tell the sensors that you don't need headlights. So on the passenger side, you'll have white light for that reason there. And then on the passenger side for your daytime running light, it'll be amber. So this is really a preference thing. So if you like amber, like me, you'll choose the one for the driver's side. But if you like more of a clean look, like the passenger side, you'll choose that option. Now, with the headlights on, this is what it'll look like. So it'll be on the driver's side, amber, and then you have white, and then all the way on the side here, you'll have amber as well. Over here, we have white for your low beams, and then amber all the way on the side. Now, for the turn signals, let me do that real quick. It will flip the passenger side white to amber. So turn signals will always be amber no matter what. But if you want your daytime running light to be white, you can see here when it's not on the amber, it will be white. So really a preference thing. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, we are going to go through some technical specs on this little guy here. So, have the camera pretty zoomed up so you can see what's going on this bulb. It's a very high quality bulb. We've used a lot in the past, and you can see and feel just how cheap something is, and this is not cheap. So what we have here, 5 LEDs per side. There's 4 sides providing 360 light output, so total of 20 LED chips on this. And in between the little holes there, you can see the kind of the circuitry and stuff that goes on inside of this to keep this cool, so that way it doesn't damage your factory headlights. And the lifespan of this bulb is 30,000 hours of runtime. So you can run this for a really, really long time before it dies out on you. But Lasfit does have a pretty good warranty, so if you are worried about that, they will take care of you either way. Now, with these newer 2024 and newer trucks, there is a lot of technology and stuff to prevent aftermarket things to kind of work with it. So Lasfit has put the technology in here so it prevents any errors, hyper flashing, or anything that will go on. And now, if you've never had hyper flashing, it is the most annoying thing you can have. So no hyper flashing, which I'm going to love that, and having a high output light is going to be great. Now, we talked about the options you could choose. So you can see here, some of the chips are amber, and there is 1 white chip per side. So this is going to be the dual color version, so that way DRL is going to be white and then your turn signals will be amber. Now, there are more amber chips than there are the white, just because the amber is more important because you're trying to let somebody know that you're turning, obviously, but there is still 4 pretty powerful LED chips to make it bright enough, as you saw earlier on the truck. Now, this little guy puts out 4,000 lumens of light, and that's crazy. So the technology in here to keep that temperature down while putting out that much light is pretty impressive. So there's that, but there's a little top view of it as well, saying Lasfit. So pretty cool. All that packed into this little guy right here. So what we're going to do now is just flip on the marker light, so that way you can see what they look like. So I chose the amber DRL and amber turn signal just because that's more OEM and that's kind of what the look I'm looking for. But you can see here the light is so much brighter than the factory incandescent bulb. So there's that. Now let's flip on the hazards just to see. This is really where all the power and all the light output really comes to play. The turn signal, I can just see it on like the walls from back here where I'm standing by the driver's side door, and it's just lighting up everything. But the cool thing as well, though, it's like a softer light. It's not a very harsh light where it would blind somebody if they were to stand there, but still bright enough, plenty bright enough to warn somebody that you are turning. So that's kind of the main goal of the turn signal. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I will put the link to these in the description. I will have both options down there for you to check out. They are extremely affordable for what you get and how bright they are and how long they'll last. So check them out down in the description. And if you guys have any questions at all, give us a call. We are in Denver, Colorado. You can stop on in and check them out in person if you want. But be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Let us know what you guys want to see, and we'll see you guys next time.